one like pops up. Let's see. Okay, good. You're in the picture there. So I'm driving, so you're gonna have to help me with the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if anyone pops on. This is a totally impromptu live because, well, I'll explain in a second. But basically, so to become affiliate, you have to do a certain set of things. And well, here's the thing. I had all of them except stream on 7 distinct days. And it's going by GMT time. So last night's stream and this afternoon's stream were technically in the same day thanks to GMT time. That's fine. So we're just kind of hanging out now, so sorry if it's a little bouncy. I don't actually have a place to set my phone, so he's holding it.
I'm using my arm as
He's literally holding it.
a jib. Or a boom
So
pole.
we just wanted to kind of follow up to this morning's / afternoon stream with him here. We talked a little bit, actually I kind of went over what we did when we were at Disney in July during quarantine when they opened. We have one person here. I appreciate you. Say hi. Sorry, we're like in the car. This is why. This is literally an impromptu like.
And we're also on the road that it has like bumps every
we should be
few
fine
yards.
Once we like get onto the
like
road here. And I'm not gonna look at the chat, so you have to let me know.
Here's a road, bump. Here's a road, bump. Here's a road, bump.
Here's a road.
Yep.
Bump.
No one's chatted yet.
No one's chatted
There's
yet.
3 people
There's
watching.
3 people
Hello.
here, Say hi in the chat. Let us know that you're here. We're kind of just going over what I see we get a little VIP. Who is it?
It's
Say the name.
Opie. That's a road.
What's
Nick G.
Nick G. Hi. And who else? There's someone else.
Knocked out.
Knocked
What's
out.
up?
Hi.
Liberty.
Sup, Liberty?
9331.
So this is basically a follow-up stream from this afternoon. We're gonna basically rehash what we talked about this afternoon. If you guys didn't get to catch that.
Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
So if you weren't here this afternoon, if you were here this afternoon when I streamed, you are welcome to just tune out and lurk. I am okay with that. I appreciate it. So basically, we're just gonna rehash kind of what happened when we went to Walt Disney World in July. What it was like, what we experienced, things that we liked, things that we did, things that we wish they would keep, things that we're glad
Hello,
they
Label
don't
Gray.
have. Label Gray, hi! Yeah, so I had a stream this afternoon. So here's the thing, guys. In order to become affiliate, you have to stream on 7 distinct days, which I did. However, I learned today that it has to be 7 distinct days in GMT time, which is London time. London. So when I started my stream last night and then when I streamed this afternoon, technically they were in the same day. Guys, that's so not okay.
Nick
Twitch is messing with me.
Nick was doing a weekly Zoom chat with his friends this afternoon.
People are being stupid. Oh, that's cool. That's so fun. What a good idea. I have really been bad at being intentional with people during this time, but it's fine. Totally fine. So if you guys have any questions about Walt Disney World, you're welcome to throw them up in the chat. I hate that I always say throw them up. I'm going to throw up this, and I'm going to throw up this. We're going to have like a vomit emoji.
Right. Throw it up.
But yeah, so feel free to read the chat to me.
Yeah, we don't have any more chat.
Okay,
Oops, where'd it go?
Oh.
There we go. No one's chatted yet.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
I also have Jack Sparrow inspired Jack Sparrow inspired facial hair.
Inspired. This is my husband. For those of you who have not met him yet, this is Laughing Raptor. He's kind of popped in on some of my streams, and we'll probably do more of these where we'll talk about things, because we'll probably do like what our honeymoon was like at Disney, because we did our honeymoon at Disney.
Yeah.
Things like that. So he's also my chat watcher, since I'm the one.
I am the chat watcher and the tripod.
And the tripod. He's holding the phone. I need to get one of those so we can like actually sit there, so we can do streams like this when we do long drives and all that stuff.
Yeah. No one else has chatted so far.
That's okay. when they do. You don't have to let me know when they do.
Oh, okay.
But guys, welcome to whoever's here. I really appreciate it. Basically, this is just to get to affiliate, but also to kind of rehash what I talked about this afternoon.
We are talking Disney.
We're talking Disney, guys. Walt Disney World. We went in July when they first opened. Literally the first week they opened.
Ever? Like, how many years ago?
No, just kidding.
We were born that many years ago?
Not many years ago.
When Disney World first opened?
Disney World opened in 1971, which is actually not that long
We're
ago.
that old? Wow.
That old?
Wow.
That old. I'm not that old. Maybe you are.
Where are we driving?
We are driving to my
Liberty
parents'
asks.
house. We're going to see my parents for the weekend. My sister, not to release too much information. We live near DC, Baltimore. That's all I'm giving you. And my parents live about an hour away from us. My sister and her new husband are coming up to visit my parents / my sister and I are going to exchange cars because, long story short, my mom still owns my sister's car. So they live in Florida. So that's where we've stayed most of the time we've gone to Disney, is their house.
Yep.
But we need to exchange cars so we can get hers inspected and blah, blah, blah. Because Virginia's got weird rules and it's lovely.
VL Wicked says, what do you need for affiliate?
So this should be all I need. This is literally, it's so insane. So I've done 7 streams on 7 different days in my time zone. The problem is they want you to do it in GMT, which means there's a 4-hour time difference from where I am. I'm in Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
So when I streamed last night and then when I streamed during lunch today, apparently they were the same day.
Apparently.
So this is hopefully going to cover that.
Wicked, are you asking about generally what someone needs to become affiliate, or what she still needs to do?
I think he's probably asking for what I need.
Okay.
But he, she, I don't actually know what pronoun you use. Feel free to put that in the chat.
Wicked, that makes me think of what she needs. Okay. That also makes me think of the Maze Runner series. Have you guys seen the Maze Runner series?
Love Maze Runner series.
We'll go back to Disney. I just want to say one thing about the Maze Runner series.
For it.
I'm a big fan of the Hunger Games series. I liked the Divergent series. I wish that they were able to do the 4th movie that never, ever happened. It was supposed to happen, but then they canceled it, so you only have the 3 movies, and that's why the last one kind of ends kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
But I had seen the Maze Runner advertised.
Oh, yeah. And I've seen people read the books all the time talk about how good they are.
And I was like, okay, this looks interesting, but I didn't realize that I would like it better than the Divergent series.
I agree with you there.
I like it better than Divergent. I like Hunger Games first.
I love Hunger Games.
And then the Maze Runner is a very close second. It's just
I want to read the books of Maze Runner because I think that I might like Maze Runner more than Hunger Games, which is practically blasphemy. But I think I want to read the book so I can really compare.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Overthinking Gamer says hi.
Hi, Overthinking Gamer. Thanks for coming
With
by.
the anime wave emoji.
I love the little anime wave.
Yeah.
emote. So we're talking about Disney. So we went to Disney when it first opened. Not first opened in 1971. First opened in 2020 after it closed for 3 months because of coronavirus. So we went. First week it opened, middle of July-ish in the teens, and it was hot, and we had to wear masks the whole time.
Except for when we were eating.
About our general trip? What did you think, Justin?
I think that it's different not having the crowds.
For sure.
But if you go in knowing that you're not going to have the crowds, it's actually a very pleasant experience.
It's true.
Because you could essentially walk onto rides.
Yeah.
That was very, very nice. When we went on our honeymoon the first day, it had monsooned.
That's true.
Not really monsooned.
We went on our honeymoon back in April 2018.
Yeah.
That was when we got married.
But it had rained, and we decided to just go to the park anyway. Our feet were soaked. But the rain drove a lot of people away.
And the locals didn't come, and yeah.
So when we got to the park, by the time we got to the park and we got inside the gate, the rain had stopped.
And it was like empty.
And it was empty. Like we could just walk onto rides. It was, and we had soggy, soaking feet, and we were like, you know what? We are on our honeymoon.
We were just happy to be at Disney. That's all we cared about.
Nick says, what sucked for Divergent was its poor box office opening for the third movie. I
That's
watched that
true.
and the second in theaters, watched the first in college, yeah.
And I think there was a lot of drama surrounding the third and the fourth. I think that's why the fourth didn't happen, but I can't remember officially
Yeah.
what happened.
And then he says that would be nice to go nearly vacant. Yeah.
It's seriously, if you're gonna go to Disney, I recommend do it now. Do it now. Go during the week. Don't go on weekends.
Yeah.
Because weekends is when a lot of people like to go there.
And here's my opinion with the social distancing thing. You have to still use your own common sense.
Sure.
You
You
can't
do.
expect Disney to do all of the heavy lifting for you. But they do about 90% of the heavy
Yeah.
lifting for you. The other 10% is you making sure that you are still social distancing, wearing the mask. If you're talking,
washing your hands,
washing your hands or
Hand
using hand
sanitizing.
sanitizer. If you are ordering food, then trying to stay, relatively, keeping the
Yeah.
glass between you and the
but
other person.
Exactly. They had the plexiglass at all of the cash registers. They had plexiglass when you're ordering your food.
Yeah.
They had plexiglass in between a lot of the lines. So if the lines kind of weaved back and forth, they had put plexiglass in between.
Yeah, so that you
Where it
wouldn't
used
be
to be
breathing
just,
back and forth.
chains before.
Honestly, we
Gross.
felt the safest in the parks
Yeah.
in Florida than outside.
I felt safer in the parks than I did in the grocery store here most
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah.
I just thought that they did such a good job. And a big part of that was that, so when you first entered the parks, temperature checks. The
Temperature
first thing that
checks.
happened. Before you were even allowed to, scan your park badge and go inside. It was temperature checks first.
Yeah.
Once that happened, they did pretty good about socially distancing. When we did the monorail, we had our own car. So that was nice. The cars, I kind of explained this afternoon, they're in two sections. And they put up a divider in between the two sections, so that way you really felt like you had your own compartment.
Yeah.
So you weren't breathing on anyone. Normally when you go into the parks, you swipe your Magic Band or your park pass and then do fingerprint. No fingerprint.
Yeah.
So that's good. Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Hand sanitizing stations everywhere. They had them before the ride and they had them after the ride. They had hand washing stations where you could actually pump the water with your foot and wash your hands. Yeah.
I will remind people that Disney is what you make it.
Sure.
If you go having this pre-existing expectation, I was gonna say to be wowed. I mean, you want Disney to wow you.
If you're going with the expectation of okay, impress me, versus just going to have a good time.
Yeah, there's a
then
difference
you're
in
not
that,
gonna like it.
in that,
But-
yeah, in that in that attitude.
Because it's a theme park. It's still going to be a theme park.
There's still going to be hokiness
people,
about it. There's still
crowds,
going to be people and crowds and things that, yeah, but
cranky children.
for us, we went, and even without shows, without character greets,
That's true. No character meet and greets. No parades.
no parades,
No shows.
we still really enjoyed our time, but going in knowing that stuff wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, it's different if you just get a 2-day pass. I'm sure it's different because if you're paying the money, you want to be able to experience everything. So I can understand if people who don't have annual passes, who don't go all the time, and they want to go and they are only getting 80% of the parks, that would be a little bit frustrating, and I can relate there.
For sure.
But, especially having the annual pass that pays for
That was a
itself in
blessing.
several visits, it was a blessing because we didn't have the pressure to do everything all in one day. However, you can still have a great time going to Disney and experiencing the attractions, even if you get a 1-day or 2-day pass.
Yeah, for sure. And especially during this time where, like you said, it's at much smaller capacity, especially during the week versus weekend as well, even more so, because you're basically walking on a ride. It's every place, I think it said everywhere it was 20 to 30 minute wait, and it was easily a walk on or 5 to 10 minute wait at most. Pirates was the one we waited for the longest, and that was only because they were cleaning the ride.
Oh yeah, they were
So
cleaning the
every
ride.
2 hours, well, that's not true. Mickey Mouse Runaway Railway.
Oh, that was long. That was a long one. Even Flight of Passage was short.
It was short, which we didn't get to go on.
We didn't get to go
Animal
on that
Kingdom.
because we didn't do Animal Kingdom. But we had a really good time. And Nick says, I wish you could hear that I have Irish background music
Oh, I
to
love
complement
it.
the stream.
That's perfect.
Love
We were
it.
looking up rules on music and stuff in streams, and Twitch is very strict about no music that you do not own or you don't, like, you have to perform live if you
Yeah,
are
it's
doing a
it's
cover.
really, really
They're
weird.
really particular about it. So no music in the background here, but eventually we'll do some stuff. I think live. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did Magic Kingdom. What did we do at Magic Kingdom?
Hello, Millennium Dragon!
Hello, Millennium Dragon. Were you in my afternoon stream too? This is basically
I think he
rehash.
was.
I can't remember. Yeah, you were, because you were basically my mod. I'm gonna, like, literally, I should make you a mod. You would love it.
Yes.
You could ban all the crazy hacker people. Spammer.
Those trolls
It's crazy.
and goblins
Yeah.
and aardvarks.
Art farks. So we're basically, this is just to kind of make me get affiliate, but also for people who couldn't make it for the afternoon, now they can maybe make it for tonight and kind of hear what we talked about earlier.
Overthinking Gamer says Spotify has a couple non-copyright music playlists.
That's what I've heard. Yes, Spotify does, and I want to look at that versus what is on Streamlabs, because Streamlabs, all that music is real not great.
Yeah.
But
And
was it
Nick
something Monster Cat?
says, or at least anything that's record labels. Yeah, anything that has a record
That's
label, that's
true.
probably, where. Because if it's just a local artist, they
They
can
might give you permission.
just give you permission.
Yeah.
I know that the Midnight,
The Midnight.
they've actually
bigger
said
They
that
tweeted,
you can use
like,
their music.
Use our
on
music
Twitch.
in your stream, and I'm like, okay. It's not really the vibe I'm going for, but I do love their music.
I would do it.
You would do it. I like more like folky stuff, or like, I don't know.
Yes.
We'll see.
Dragon, you
Right.
could.
You could totally be a mom.
You could totally be a mod. Knocked Out says, I still have yet to go to Disney.
We'll have to change that.
You've got to go at some
I'm
point.
in the process too, like part of what tips after like all my cosplay stuff in October, I'm wanting to use the money from subs and from tips and from bits to get my travel words are hard. Travel agency license so I can plan vacations for Disney. And the thing that's nice about that with a travel agent is the client, you wouldn't pay me. Like, you do not pay me at all. I am a free service to you. Disney pays me, which would be so nice. I mean,
Yep.
I make commission off of whatever you buy if you buy vacation.
Yeah.
But you have my honor code. I will not just sell you the most expensive thing so I can make more money.
Yeah.
I'm all about making Disney as cheap as you possibly can. Like, we've done vacations where we've stayed with my sister an hour, 10 minutes away. We've had packed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And we're eating at McDonald's. Like, we've done the dirt cheap Disney. Dirt cheap. I will say tickets are the one thing that are pretty much impossible to get discounts on. It's just, I mean, there's little discounts here and there,
Yeah.
but they're not huge unless you're military. Military has really big discounts, or AAA has like smaller discounts. I think Sam's Club has some discounts, but they're not a lot. Hotels usually get
Overthinking
deals.
Gamer says Stream Beats.
Stream Beats. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Stream Beats.
Nick says, I was about to share to vibe the midnight.
Yes, we love the midnight. We really do love the midnight. But
Nick
I
says,
always,
Key Lime and Laughing have my blessing to use my music on Twitch.
oh, yay!
I can
Oh my
use
gosh. Nick, I
Nick
totally will
Gundy's
use your
music.
music. Okay, screenshot it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that because I might turn off my stream.
Yeah, well, actually, no, I can do this.
Nick, I love your music. That's so exciting. You
Hold
take
on,
a
everyone. You
picture.
have to just
He's gonna take
look at
Inception here.
my own face for a little bit here. I am taking over Key Lime Pixie's stream. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take a picture of this comment here.
Inception. We're gonna document it. So if Twitch ever tries to ban me, like, you can't. I have permission from the artist.
Oh my gosh, it's like.
That's okay.
I
can always
there
go
we go.
back to it,
I got it.
too.
I got it. I got it.
I love it.
All right.
You guys are crazy. I love it. So, yeah, feel free to throw in the chat any questions you might have about Disney in general. This person's writing my book.
Matt, Millennium Dragon also have a screenshot myself. So he,
Yes, there we go. See? You're on top of it.
See, you can be a mod.
VIP.
You can be a mod.
There's a reason why he's got that little
You
diamond.
can be a mod. Okay.
Crazy.
I wonder, it might be dangerous if I start streaming. Okay, here we go.
It's my stream. Don't hijack it. Yeah, so if you don't know, this is my husband. His name is Justin, but his gamer tag is Laughing Raptor.
It used to be Randall Dooley.
Yeah, he was in a movie.
Would you like me to talk about it? Or?
No, we'll keep going at Disney.
Yeah, okay.
At some point, we're gonna have like a super introduction stream where we'll like do really fancy and whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, so we went to Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom in the reverse order of what I just said. Magic Kingdom, we did the carousel. We went shopping. We got to see Mickey and Minnie walk down the road in a walk. They were in a car, and then they danced up at the train station.
Yeah.
I don't think we ate lunch there because I think we left. We got there after noon, so I think we might have had McDonald's or something on the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's what it was. We had 7-Eleven.
Right.
So
yeah, we got a bunch of those
batteries or
taquito
something,
things.
Taquitos. And then, so carousel. We went over to shopping carousel. We went to Pirates of the Caribbean, which our son, who's a year and a half, that was his first ride ever. Not this time. He went when he was 2 months old.
And he slept through it.
He slept through the whole thing. But this time he got a little spooked by the little tiny drop, just because it's dark.
Yeah.
I think if it was light, he would have just liked it, but because it was dark, I think he was like, "What's happening?" We did Pirates. We did Peter Pan. We did Small World, which Judah loves Small World.
Yeah.
And I love Small World.
Because when you're that age, you just want to look at stuff.
Look at everything.
And Small World is like the king of there's so much happening.
Just sit and look at stuff. I think Small World, the only thing about Small World is when the boat came up to us, the people got out of the seats and we got put right in the seats they had just been sitting in. And I was like, you couldn't like alternate it?
Yeah.
Disney? But we just hand sanitized the crap out of everything and we obviously were fine.
Yep.
We didn't have any corona, so. We did that and then we had dinner at Be Our Guest. We had an early dinner, I think it was at 4. So we got to see the Beast. He walked around the tables. It was like every other table. Food was good. Judah enjoyed it. It was great.
It was fun. The
and
food tasted
we told
yummy.
all of the restaurants that we had been there to celebrate because not my birthday. My son's birthday was April 1st. Our anniversary was April 8th. April 8th. So we told everyone we were there for anniversary / birthday. So they gave us little like index card. Well, they're bigger than index cards. They're actually pretty large.
Yeah.
Like 5x7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Cards where I'm sure it had been like copied on there, but had
Beast's signature,
and then the different characters and stuff too, which was fun.
Yeah.
So that was Magic Kingdom. We were there until about 8, I think, because we shopped for a bit, even though they had closed at 7, which was kind of cool.
Label Gray says, that's where I want to eat if I ever go to Disney. Be Our Guest.
Be Our Guest is very good. I really liked Be Our Guest. It's not my favorite place to eat food-wise. It's good.
Dinner is better than lunch.
Dinner is
It's a different menu.
You can get the gray stuff, but now you can also get the gray stuff at Gaston's Tavern.
Ah.
So they've started selling the gray stuff cupcakes there with the LeFou's brew and the giant cinnamon rolls.
The visuals inside
it's beautiful.
Is beautiful.
Literally outside, you can see outside the window when it's snowing. You can go into the West Wing and you can see the West Wing.
You can see the roses there.
You can see the portrait that is Prince Adam, but also is like ripped. It also changes. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, every so often the lightning flashes and you see Prince Adam, who he really is.
And you can go over. I think it's like the kitchen area where they've got the dancing. It's the ballroom.
Label Gray. I like taverns. Yep.
I like taverns too. So LeFou's brew is so good. I don't know what the heck is in it, but it's amazing, and it's non-alcoholic.
One of the times we were there, I don't know if it was this last. Oh, because it wasn't because Nathan was with us, but Gaston was at his pub.
Oh yes.
And he was sitting in his chair, and then he was going off to his break to go hunting or something, and I was wearing a pirate hat, and he walked by and he's like, "Nice hat. I wouldn't wear it. Mess up this," and pointed to his hair. But yeah, he was very very
the
convincing.
characters are so odd. That's the one thing I miss about Disney was the characters. Getting to go meet the characters and everything. I really miss that.
Yeah.
There's a couple long chats in there.
Let's see. If I ever go to Disney, it's going to be one of the Moe's. It's going to be in one of the Moe's lugging bag because either way, I'm going to need them as a guide.
Yeah,
That's
I love
Millennium
that.
Dragon. Yep.
I want to do that. That'd be so fun to go
And Label
with
Gray
you.
says same.
That'd be so fun. I would love to plan like a big trip.
Yeah.
It's just tickets are hard. Tickets are expensive. There's like almost no way to get around it, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But
You've got to
we'll
like
see.
save up a bunch of
You
money
gotta
for
save
that.
up for it. But food can be cheap. If you don't buy merchandise, then that can be cheap. If you have someone who's a cast member, annual pass holder, who's willing to help you buy things, then that's the best because they get discounts.
Yeah.
But don't get caught doing that at the cash register because then their passes will get revoked. So don't do that. You get in trouble. So many
Jay
things
Smith
like that.
Twitch says,
Hi, Jay Smith.
"Where is y'all going?"
We are heading to my parents' house. We're gonna go see my sister and her new husband. They are driving up from Florida. We live near DC-ish, DC Baltimore area. So my parents live about an hour south of us, and so they're coming up from Florida to meet us here. And yeah, so we're just kind of hanging out. What?
Millennium Dragon says, "Time to run a GoFundMe for all the wrong reasons."
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, that's what this is for, right? All the tips just take me to Disney. It's
Yep.
fine.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing: if I become a travel agent, anytime I go to Disney or buy Disney tickets and do stuff like that, it's a tax write-off because it's considered research for my job. So that's gotta happen. What does that say?
It says, "No, true."
Oh, no. Go back out.
All right. Yes, Knocked Out says true.
True.
And Smith says, "Nice. I've been to DC only once, and it was for a collegiate newspaper convention."
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so fun. Hey, Nightbot. Nightbot's hanging out all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I love this like little community we have here on Twitch. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And Disney stuff is fun.
Yeah.
So we did. Our next day was Epcot. We went to Topolino's Terrace, which, if I could recommend anywhere the most to eat, it is there. It is there. I would recommend it. Their breakfast, it's the only place you can see characters. The only character meal that's happening right now. And you get to see the Sensational Six. Though we saw Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Daisy.
Yep.
We didn't see Goofy or Pluto. But, oh my gosh, it was just so good. The food was good.
Sure
Good
Goofy
breakfast.
didn't come out?
No, we did not.
He didn't? Okay.
And then it's all you can eat, so you pick your meal, and then they will bring you out whatever you want in addition to it. Like, he was like, "Can I have toast?" And she's like, "Sure, honey, you can have whatever you want." We're like, "Okay, can we have bacon? Can we have
Like,
sausage?
could I get
Can we
sausage
have-"
and bacon and
And she was like, "Yes, we'll get you whatever."
Canadian
And
bacon?
anytime you have a kid under the age of 3, they can eat off of your plate for free. However, at Topolino's, they will legitimately give them a kid's meal for free.
That's amazing.
So he got eggs, he got sausage, he got a Mickey and a Minnie waffle. They're also the only place that has Minnie waffles, not just Mickey waffles.
All right, so we've got Smith saying, remember he said, "I've only been to DC once," and Millennium Dragon says, "Trust me, you aren't missing much." Jay Smith says, "LOL, well, then good to know, I guess." And then Label Gray says, "Come on, DC ain't that bad.
I love DC.
I just drove through there earlier." Okay, so here's the thing.
I love DC.
I think
it's
it's-
a little crazy right now, given our world is insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, I used to be a professional actress, and I worked with a couple theater companies in DC, and I love the theater scene in DC. It's the best.
Plus, walking in the mall, I mean, some people might think it's overrated. I think it's still, you can,
It's gorgeous.
it's just like going to, it's just like going to Disney. It's what you make of it.
It's true.
If you go,
Like anything in life.
if you go and just let it be a novelty for yourself, you're going to have fun.
Right.
And, seeing the monuments, I know that for people like us who live
so cool.
close to the DC area, it's easy to take it for granted that we
Yeah,
live so
sure.
close. But, it is the nation's capital, so I think it's up to interpretation and opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I like DC, but it definitely can be. I smell a skunk.
That's a skunk.
That's a skunk.
Jay Smith says, I enjoyed it while I was there a few years ago. When are you streaming next, Laughing Dragon? Oh, wait. Like me?
Yeah, you.
Ah,
So he's actually not started streaming yet, but I'm trying to convince him he should start in October. But whatever.
life is what you make it.
Amen.
Amen. Well, that he quoted me, I guess. Did you quote me? Also, was that a Hannah Montana reference? Oh, okay. Life is what you make it.
Disney, Hannah Montana.
Oh yeah. So I will be starting to stream eventually. I need to get a few ducks in a row first, and then I think I will start. I'm trying to decide what game I'm going to start with. I am considering starting with the Mirror's Edge games
I think it's a great idea.
because I love the first game. It's some people might not know what that one is. Some people might know, but it's kind of like, I think it's a very underrated game.
Yeah.
I really do. And I was so glad that they made a second one. I haven't played through much of the second one, so I can't really pass a judgment on it yet. But the first one I loved. It was so unique. Anyway, so I will be starting at some point to stream.
So go ahead and drop him a follow.
Yeah!
Because then that way when he starts,
then-
he'll have people to start.
Then I'll have
with.
people to watch me.
Yeah. You get notifications when he does start.
And gamertag Laughing Raptor, I'm gonna have some Persona stuff too.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna have my little
He's wild.
Raptor Persona. Fun fact about that later. Okay, what do we got here? Okay. Oh, all right. So Dragon says, Millennium Dragon. Label Gray, I know it's not that bad. I'm just messing about, but sometimes it's oof.
Sometimes it is a hot mess.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Label Gray, I love going to see the Hope Diamond, Faye Thing,
Yeah,
and
it's
Air in
so
Space.
cool.
Air in Space. I saw Force Awakens in Air in Space Museum.
Well, that's cool.
Yep.
Which
Don't-
we're not doing a Star Wars chat here, but
Nope.
we will eventually do a Star
Don't
Wars
get me started
chat,
on Star
and
Wars.
I'm gonna give him like an hour, and then I'm gonna take it back. What else we got?
I will hold off. Okay, yeah, we got more here.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, huh?
So you know what I'm talking about, hot and sweet. Excited to see your streams. I'm fixing to play Among Us. Cool. And the next week I said add to my few games I currently play on Steam. Oh, on stream. Okay, cool. I just got that for my phone because it's free.
Very nice.
So I think it's $5 on Steam, which
Okay.
is not bad either. But
I still haven't finished the first Mirror's Edge. It's on my Origin account, which I haven't logged into in decades, Dragon says.
the fact that EA has their own Steam called Origin cracks me up. It's fine. So
Thanks,
yeah.
Millennium Dragon. You know I'll be there, bro. Thanks. That'd be awesome.
So Toplina's Terrace, so good. Plus, it's at the top of Disney's Riviera Resort, which is a Disney Vacation Club resort. It's up at the top, which is super pretty. You can see the parks from there. You can see down to their really gorgeous pool. You can see the lake and the walkway between Epcot and Hollywood Studios. It was just really, really a great experience.
Nick says the only Star Wars movie I haven't seen, well, probably Force Awakens.
Wow, really? You haven't seen The Force Awakens? You should at least see it. It's a hot mess, but you should at least see it.
Well, the whole trilogy
It's a hot mess.
is a hot mess, but I think the first movie is probably the top of the three. I don't know. Mixed opinions. Again.
Totally. That's
Okay. Yeah. So, Jay Smith says, I also have a Disney podcast that I've been meaning to start up once again with my girlfriend.
Yes. So cool.
That is awesome.
That's awesome. I have a
Do
few
it.
friends that are doing Disney podcasts that I really should start listening. I used to be a podcast person when I was doing a lot of auditions as a theater performer because it's something to listen to that's a little different. But I was mostly listening to theater podcasts, but I should listen to some Disney ones. I would love that.
Yeah. What is it? Oh, okay. So, Nick says, he split his comment up. So Nick has seen The Force Awakens, but I guess The Force Awakens is the only movie he hasn't watched in theaters. Oh wait, no. The only movie that he hasn't watched in theaters is The Phantom Menace.
Oh, wow.
have
That's
a
a feat.
Special place in my heart for Phantom Menace.
That is a feat. Yeah, he loves. I actually really like the first three. The first three, I mean the 1, 2, 3,
the prequels.
not the first three.
The prequels, yeah.
Keep reading through.
Also, Laughing Dragon, I did already follow you, so excited for that. Awesome. And then,
My mom wants to know if you guys have been to the Botanical Gardens. I have. I don't know if he has.
I have not.
So episode 1, Phantom Menace. Oh, well, Laughing Raptor, Laughing Dragon, whatever.
Well, I could have some emojis of a Laughing Dragon as
for
well,
sure.
even though my name is technically Laughing Raptor. But I also love Laughing Dragons.
Pizza Planet Podcast. Cute.
I-
I'll look that up.
Oh, Pizza Planet Podcast. I
That's
like
so
that.
cute. So I just
Dragons are awesome too, by the way.
We're almost to our destination, so I just want to like speed around through.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I wasn't even paying attention.
So Epcot was super fun. Epcot was busier than Magic Kingdom. Epcot, I don't think is us. I think Magic Kingdom. Nope, I might be wrong. I think Magic Kingdom is the smallest park, but it's funny that it feels more spread out than some of the other parks. But Epcot, we kind of just walked around. We did Imagination.
I spent a lot of time in
Japan. It downpoured in the middle of the day, so he had lunch in Japan. I wanted rice at China. Found out the China Pavilion was closed. Started walking back to Japan, and it poured down rain.
We started walking back to Japan because you wanted ramen.
I wanted ramen.
That I had from
Yeah.
Japan. And then by the time we got to Japan, it was pouring, so we stayed inside.
Stayed there. I got a kimono, a red kimono, which I will definitely wear on stream at least once because it's gorgeous and I need a reason to wear it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much Epcot. And then we went to Hollywood Studios, which was Star Wars, Toy Story, and then Mickey's
No worries,
Runaway
Jay Smith, by the way.
Railway. Yeah, we both got to go on. If you follow my Instagram, the Mickey Mouse Club, you get to see me going through the ride of Rise of Resistance, which we both got to ride in our own cars because we did rider swap.
And they put us alone.
It was
in the car.
awesome.
I had my own private car.
It was
So
so
that
cool.
ride is part experience, part ride.
Yeah, the ride itself, I would say, is probably the shortest part, but not in a bad way, because the experience and the lead up to it. Can you put your hand down for just a second or move this way so I can see my rear view? Yeah, thanks. I know my rear view, my side. Okay, you don't have to get that close to me. Hey, yo. Okay.
All right.
But I do want to say Mickey's Runaway Railway was... So here's the thing. Any ride that doesn't have height restrictions, technically a pregnant woman could ride. Or like a woman who's nursing a baby.
Yeah.
Technically. Do not do that on that ride. My poor son, who was 1.5 years, screamed the entire time. There's too much going on. It's incredibly jerky.
It's loud.
It's loud. I think it probably would be a good ride if we went on, like, individually. We would probably like it.
Yeah.
It's just...
But for...
it should
it's
not
just
be...
weird. For
all
me, it was
ages.
also kind of like ADD overload. There was just so much happening around me that I couldn't focus on. I was like, what is happening?
So
It's
much.
you enter the cartoon realm, and
Which
there's
is
just
really fun.
it's a lot of cartoony stuff happening.
Just a lot.
But it was so loud, and it was like, and it was jerky.
It was true.
Anyway, yeah. What we've got some comments here. So, Laughing Dragon could be a co-op thing. I could probably do that. I could probably have someone come on as a Laughing Dragon. You know what? That's gonna happen because I know exactly who Laughing Dragon is gonna be. All right. Actually, Laughing Dragon could just be a thing where me and Justin nearly kill ourselves eating spicy food.
Oh my gosh,
The
that
Laughing
has to
Dragon
be a thing
challenge?
that you guys do because Justin loves spicy food.
I do.
not.
I do.
Oh, jeez.
That's a good idea.
Now we have a title for our future mini-series. I love it. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I help out where I can. Well, so I think generally what we wanted to say about Disney is, it is what you make it. And eventually we're going to come on and we're going to do a little bit more formal than what this is, obviously. We're just trying to hit affiliate ASAP. But, because hopefully Sunday night I'll be streaming again. Probably 8:39ish on Sunday. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. And I might do more Lion King and then pop onto something else again. But, what was I going to say? What was I saying?
You were doing your closing remarks.
It was. And I forgot what they were. I'm so tired.
And I'm Captain Jack
Oh,
Sparrow.
we'll do some formal ones where we're going to talk about what it's like to be at Disney on your honeymoon, what it's like to be at Disney with a newborn. We went with a 2-month-old. We went with a 2-month-old, a 6-month-old. We've done camping at Disney with him when he was 6 months old. So it's going to be a party. So this is kind of just a precursor, a little taste of what some of these like vlog in real life stuff are going to be. I'll do a lot of games, and then we'll do kind of like random ones like this that are just for fun. So yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, I'm fixing to stream in the next
for
30 minutes or so, going to Disney World again in Minecraft. Oh,
I love it.
And maybe even Universal
I'll
Studios.
probably be able to lurk. When we're hanging out with my parents, it's harder to like watch.
Sudden Wild
we'll
Jack appeared.
definitely come by and lurk.
Yeah.
So guys, make sure you guys follow Jay Smith. If anyone wants to do shout out, I don't know if anyone knows how to do that. !SO space Jay Smith Twitch. Proper punctuation and capitals, because dang Nightbot's crazy.
Apparently, yeah.
But
Why is the room going?
hopefully this will be the stream I needed to become affiliate. So hopefully by Sunday I can have my first emote and I can have everything else. So it makes dramatic face on appearance. LOL. I love it. It's great. So thank you guys for hanging out. There's 9 people watching. I so appreciate it. So yes, boom, Millennium Dragon, I'm making you a mod. You don't get a choice. But thank you guys for hanging out. I really super duper appreciate it. You all have been so supportive and awesome, and you've made our ride seem so much shorter.
Yeah, that was very, very short. What happened?
So thanks, Knocked Out. You rock. You're so sweet. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by. All right, guys, we're gonna end this. We love you all.
Yep.
Flying off to Neverland.